So Blender version 4.5 was just recently released, and if you'd like to check out all the new features and updates, then I'll have a link to this page on Blender's website. But in this video, I wanted to let all my viewers know about a new change with the bump node in the new Blender version. And you're definitely going to want to know about this change if you watch my procedural material tutorials. So if you're a regular viewer of my channel, then you know that I create many procedural material tutorials, but you're definitely going to want to know this new update because it will affect when you're following my older tutorials. So over on this side of the screen, I have Blender 4.4.3, and then over here on this side of the screen I have the new Blender version, Blender 4.5. So in the old Blender version, what I could do is just like search for a noise texture. I use noise textures a lot when I'm making procedural materials, and then I also add a bump node to convert it to bump data. So I can put the factor into the height value and then the normal into the normal. So in the rendered view, you can see on this cube it looks really bumpy, so you can of course do things like turn up the detail and change the scale, and this is very useful for creating lots of organic procedural materials. Well, in the new Blender update of 4.5, if I do the same exact thing, so add a noise texture, let's put the factor into the height value and then the normal into the normal. So you can see in the rendered viewport mode, it doesn't appear as though anything is working. So I'm sure I'm going to get tons of comments in my YouTube videos over the next 6 months to a year of everyone saying that they're following my procedural material video and then it's just not working. The same exact thing happened when the Mix RGB node was changed to the Mix Color node. I got flooded with comments in my YouTube videos of people saying that they couldn't find the Mix RGB node. So why this is happening is because the default distance value has been turned way down. Now if I just turn the strength value to a really big number like 500, you can now see the bump there. So I can change the strength and the detail, but what I'm going to do is hit the backspace with my mouse hovered over the strength. What you can do instead is change the distance. So the default was 1, that's the default, that's what the old Blender version always did, but with the new Blender update it's changed to a 0.001. So for a noise texture like this, you'll just want to turn the distance value up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And then of course you can play around with the strength value, but just play around with that distance if you're not able to see the bump strength. So if you are following one of my older tutorials and for some reason you can't see the bump, make sure you change the distance value back to the value that I'm using in the tutorial, or instead of dragging the strength around, you can drag the distance value to control the strength. And if you do want to learn more of the technical aspects of the bump node, then I highly recommend checking out this video here by Christopher 3D. It's called Bump Node and Filter Width, What You Need to Know, and I'll have a link in the video description and he explains it really well. And if you'd like to learn how to create procedural materials in Blender, then definitely check out my Blender procedural material tutorial playlist where I have hundreds of procedural material tutorials. And if you like using procedural materials in your projects, then definitely check out my Ultimate Blender Procedural Material Pack, which comes with all of my procedural materials, and they're all pre-set up for Blender's asset browser with custom thumbnails, sorted catalogs, and customizable node groups. So I hope you found the video helpful, and thank you for watching.